Alright guys, what is going on? BusterBarnes here, bringing you my match preview for Chelsea's away trip to Spain against Sevilla in our Champions League group. Maybe the most important game of the group, as whoever wins this game will, I believe, confirm top place, as with the Champions League group it obviously goes to head-to-head basis. So even if the other team were to win the fixture after and the other team were to lose, I do think that whoever wins this game will in fact progress as the top team in our Champions League group. So a lot riding on this game. I'll be getting into the team news from Frank Lampard, as well as giving you guys my predicted lineup and predicted score for the match as well. Hopefully we can pick up the win. But if you guys do enjoy these match previews, please be sure to leave a like and to comment down below your team that you would like to see face Sevilla and your predicted score as well. And as always, please be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Chelsea FC content. So getting into team news, Frank Lampard did confirm that we have a fully fit squad. Yes, that is everyone. Pulisic is fit, Thiago Silva is fine, Billy Gilmour is back from injury as well. I think if you guys were keeping an eye on him, he played some development games. He also played for Scotland, where he actually got quite unfortunately sent off in one of their games. Actually, it was pretty controversial, but Lampard said that he would love to give Gilmour some minutes. I do think that's going to depend obviously on what the result or what the scoreline is towards the end of the game. I don't think he'll be starting, just a spoiler, but yeah, it's really nice to see everyone's fit, and hopefully it can stay that way in what is going to be a very busy period in December. Lampard also did have a few words on Hudson-Odoi, saying it was very hard to keep him out of the squad against Tottenham, but the reaction's been good, and Lampard did say he's going to get some minutes against Sevilla. Hopefully that means a start, but I'm not quite sure. But that is going to be the team news. Nice to see a fully fit squad. If I am going to go into the predicted lineup for the game, it is an interesting one because obviously we're doing quite well in the Premier League at the moment. Despite getting a draw, it's not an awful result against Tottenham. So I'm kind of thinking, are we going to rotate? This is the most important game. We can always rotate the week after against Krasnodar. So are we maybe going to go two strong teams against Sevilla and Leeds? I'm not too sure, but obviously one player that is going to start no matter what is going to be Edouard Mendy in goal. A decent display again against Tottenham. Got Kante out of a sticky situation, also made one or two fairly decent saves. I wouldn't say they were amazing or anything, but obviously with our previous keepers, we all know how great it is as Chelsea fans to finally have a goalkeeper that makes these saves that you'd expect him to. So yeah, he's obviously going to be in goal, and yeah, hopefully he can keep another clean sheet, as he's kept so many so far, and I believe he's the top in Europe's top 5 leagues for goals conceded per 90, which is just absolutely awesome. What a contrast our defence has been so far compared to last season. But I think another easy one is to go to left back, and I think it will be Ben Chilwell. I just don't think Lampard wants to risk starting Alonso or Emerson, and I think he just seems to see Azpilicueta as the backup right back. I don't think he's really interested at playing Azpi at left back anymore, or at least at the moment. I could be wrong. Azpi could start. I mean, Chilwell has maybe looked a little bit tired recently against Rennes, and yes, so I don't know, maybe Lampard will be forced to rest Chilwell. I wouldn't be, against it or against Azpilicueta starting, but yeah, I do think Chilwell is going to start at left back this game. That moves me on to right back, and I do think it's going to be Reece James. I think he is going to continue his place. If you do need to rest one of them at the end of the day, you can rest them against Leeds. Not taking Leeds lightly by any means. My preview for that game will obviously be up before that happens later this week, but yeah, I think that we have to go for our strongest back line, which does mean that Thiago Silva and Kurt Zouma are going to start another game together. It's our strongest back 5, and hopefully it will be enough to beat Sevilla. I mean, or at least keep a clean sheet against Sevilla, I should say. It's going to be interesting because I'm not sure if Sevilla actually can have fans in their stadium. I don't really know what's going on with Spain. Not sure if they're in a worse position than us. I know they definitely were at one point, but I'm not sure how that has developed. Need to keep my eye on that a bit more. But yeah, hopefully it'll be enough to keep a clean sheet. I do believe if we get a draw, we've pretty much finished top of the group, I do think, because our goal difference, I think, is a fair bit better than Sevilla's, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I think a draw will actually be enough to see us go through, so that could be quite interesting. But that is going to be the backline I go for. Midfield is a bit of a struggle because I don't know what we're going to do about resting players. I'm thinking maybe we could see Jorginho play, although because it's the biggest game, will we see N'Golo Kante, guys? I really don't know, but I actually am, I think, going to go for Jorginho because I don't think Lampard's going to want to risk Kante's fitness. and I think that Jorginho is still a quality enough player to at least, pick up a, to get a draw against Sevilla. So I do think that Jorginho may start. It does mean as well that I think Mateo Kovacic will start in the midfield. I do think that we might see the midfield of Kante, Havertz and Mount at the weekend. So I think Jorginho and Kovacic will get a start this game. It will still be a 4-3-3 though, in my opinion. The other centre mid, I'm not too sure because Havertz not too sure what he's thinking of fitness. We know Lampard loves to play Mount. So I actually am going to go with Mason Mount to start this game based off the fact that Lampard just loves to keep starting him. I do hope he gets a rest and Havertz plays. And again, he's been playing well, so if he does start, maybe not the worst thing. But yeah, I'd probably like Mason Mount to get a rest, but for sake of predictions, I'm going to go with him to start. Now, the front three is actually where it is going to get a bit interesting, as Lampard did say, obviously, that he wants Hudson-Odoi to get some minutes. He did also say that he... Or didn't also say, but Pulisic is back in contention for the squad. Does look lively, does look energetic. So it's a very interesting one. Werner, I think he needs to get a rest. I think he looked tired against Tottenham. He's looked tired in games prior against Rennes, games before that. And I just think he really needs a rest. Apart from that goal he scored against Tottenham, which was a great finish, don't get me wrong, he just wasn't really adding much and just didn't look great. So I do think he should not start this game, in my opinion. I will be therefore, I think, going for Hudson-Odoi to start on the right, Christian Pulisic to start on the left, and for, I believe, Tammy Abraham to get another go up front. I know Abraham didn't have the best performance against Spurs, but I think what better way to let him try and redeem himself against Sevilla. I've seen some people on Twitter who are saying that he shouldn't be playing for Chelsea. He's not good enough. Just get in the bin with that. Honestly, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. Just dial head sort of opinion. He's been great this season, so I think he should get another chance. Some people might ask for Giroud to start. I don't see it. I know Giroud scored against Rennes, but besides that, what has he even really done when he's played for us? Absolutely nothing. And don't get me wrong, I love Giroud, and if he does play, that's fine. But I just don't see why everyone's always on the Giroud bandwagon so much. It's very strange. I guess it's just people want to see players that aren't really playing, I guess. But yeah, maybe it's a bit risky. Abraham, Hudson-Odoi and Pulisic. Maybe we'll see Ziyech. We probably will, to be honest. But I'm going for a bit more of a bold prediction, I suppose. I do think that Ziyech maybe looked a bit sloppy against Tottenham. Maybe we just need to give him a bit of a rest for the Leeds game. So at the end of the day, we've already qualified for the Champions League next round. Obviously, it would be a lot better to come top and continue our form, but it's not the end of the world if we do lose. And to be honest, all we need is a draw. So I do think that that team will be enough to at least get a draw. So hopefully we see that 11 maybe a few changes here or there. I honestly don't mind. If we see Kante, if we see NSP, if we see Mount not start, if we see Ziyech, that's absolutely fine by me. It was quite hard to predict this team, in my opinion, considering that we are going into this busy period in December. But yeah, if I'm getting into a scoreline prediction, it's going to be tough. Obviously, this game was 0-0 at Stamford Bridge. I'm not going to go for 0-0. I'm actually going to go for 1-1. I want to go for a 1-1 draw against Sevilla. They are very good in Europe. They're a very tough team, as we did see at Stamford Bridge as well. Not sure what they're sort of like on injuries or on suspensions. I don't know if they've got any. But yeah, I think a 1-1 draw is fair, and I do think that is what we will see. Not too sure who the goal scorers will be. If I'm going to go for a Chelsea goal scorer, I'll go for Abraham to redeem himself, because at least that's something that I would like to see. But that is going to be my team prediction and predicted scoreline, guys. Please leave yours in the comments down below. As always, leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more Chelsea FC content. My review of the game will be out after it does take place. Hopefully it will be with a big nice W as well, and lead us to winning our group in the Champions League. But with that said, I do hope you all have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.